All right, guys. It looks like we have a few people under the weather. Under the weather. That is, oops. It looks like we have a few people under the weather. Under the weather. There we go. Rookie mistake. Sorry. Um, there we go. Get my chat going here. See if anybody will find us. Come in. Hi, Carla. Morning. Ella, hi. And look, everybody's found us. Yay! Well, I went to get on Norge's channel, and there was no channel. So it looks like they're under the weather. Isn't that the craziest saying? Under the really under the weather? What, the weather just came and took a dump on you or something? I don't know. Okay. You guys got to remember this is my channel, so it might get a little wild. Okay, who all we got in here? We got Ella and Carla, and Sonia, Denise, Leslie. You guys were just sitting on the computer waiting for somebody to pop up, weren't you? Is that what you guys were doing? Were you just sitting there waiting? Inquiring minds would like to know. Oh, I found my reader glasses. Watch this, guys. I think, you know me, I like really bizarre things. Look at this. Are those not cool? Look at this. They're all together. Hi, Rhodey. Yep. Is that not cool? Look at this. Wait a minute. I got to get it up over my ears. There we go. Is that not cool, guys? I kind of thought they were. This was the first pair of this color glasses, and I really liked it, and so then I got the other pair of color glasses. Oops. So anybody want to come on in? There's the link up there if you want to come in and chat. This is usually Crazy Hat Day, right? So this is, figure that was appropriate with all the puppies. Crazy, crazy, crazy for loving you. They suit me. Righty then. So how's everybody doing this morning? Other than your regular local celebrities being not so great. So I will state the obvious. Please pray for Darlene, and I'm not sure whether Tracy is feeling yucky. I know she was feeling yucky yesterday, so pray for those guys. It's not easy to go on and do a broadcast for a couple hours every day, guys. It you think, oh, they're just sitting there talking. Well, yeah, but it's 2 hours of talking and 2 hours of you know keeping the conversation moving, and that it it's not as easy as you think it is. If you think it's easy, come on in here with me. So Tony wrote me a delightful little note last night to let me know. Good morning, Beth. Denise, hi. I don't know if I said hello to you. Um, I don't know whether Tony has been in here in the morning or not. Um, he is from Holland, and he makes incredible Native American style regalia, and he's teaching himself how to be a silversmith, is how he found me. There's Sonia. Hi, sweetie. How are you doing?
Not too bad.
Good. Let me get my. Every time I click on something, my chat disappears, so I have to grab it again.
Yeah, my
Now,
chat.
you're in Australia, right?
I am.
Cool. Well, I know there's somebody in there that really enjoys the accent from Australia. I can't remember who it is. So
The
just your accent.
accent. Right. Okay. I
So
thought you
good
said
day.
action.
So good day to you.
G'day. G'day, mate.
There you go. Lady Chickapoo. Okay, I gotta do it, guys. Chickapoo, 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 chickapoo. I love that name. I think I may name one of the puppies that. Would that be okay, Lady Chickapoo? Can I grab your name for one of my puppies? I'm sorry, I'm not singing to all of you this morning.
So, do we know what's happened?
Darlene just said that she wasn't feeling good. I knew both of them yesterday were really hurting,
Yeah.
and they struggled to go on.
Yeah.
So,
Fair enough.
yeah, um, the mind's willing, but the body isn't. Sometimes.
I know that feeling.
And to get on YouTube and be hurting, that's not good either. So,
Yeah, I didn't do one of my lives last weekend because I got this rotten cold. I'm at the end of it now.
oh, good, good,
Yeah.
good. Hi, Pam. So, okay, Lady Chickapoo has given me permission to name one of my puppies. Chickapoo or Lady Chickapoo, I don't know, but I just love saying that name. I know, I'm a weird old lady.
You're
Can't
not weird.
so, how is everybody? This is Friday. What happened to the week?
This year has gone so fast.
Oh, gosh, yes. It's craziness.
Like I remember when I was a kid, my foster mum would say, "Wait until you get older, you won't know where the time has gone."
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay. Hello, Lizanne.
Hey,
Hey,
how's
you
everybody
found me.
doing? I'm sorry.
You found me.
Yeah, I had looked earlier and I didn't see anything, so I got busy and eating breakfast and whatnot, and wasn't and I was got caught up in something else and discombobulated, and then I thought, well, wait a minute, let me just check, see if I missed something, and lo and behold, there you were.
Well, I saw that
Congratulations.
Darlene was said she couldn't go on this morning,
Yeah.
so I just took it on myself to serve coffee to everybody.
Oh, well, that was sweet of you. I'm glad you got the pot going. But I don't drink coffee, so enjoy. Who
Yeah,
we got
we
with us
have
today? I can't see
14
the name.
people in here.
Oh, Sonia. Yeah, cool deal.
Yeah,
Hey,
Sonia.
Awesome. Hi, Sonia.
how are
Glad
ya?
you put a face with the name. Doing great, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, not bad. Not
Good
bad.
deal. Good deal. I can't see the chat, so I'm hoping I get to say hi to everybody in the chat. But first, I'm gonna sing "Good Morning, Sandy." Good morning to you. Good morning, Sandy. I'm not Tracy, but I'll have to do. Good morning, Sonia. Good morning to you. Good morning, Sonia. I'm not Tracy, but I'll have to do. Good morning, everybody in the chat. Good morning to you. Good morning, everybody in the chat. Good morning to you. And I'm losing my voice.
There you
Oh dear.
go.
Oh boy. I don't know how she does it, man. She just can. She can go. It's like the Energizer Bunny. Just keeps on going.
Yep, yep, she is.
Yeah, yeah.
My
So how
bird
you
now
feeling,
sings the
Sandy?
song.
How's the
So
eye?
what did you say,
I said, how
Lizanne?
are you feeling? How is the eye?
Fantastic.
Yay!
It still blows my mind, guys. It's a painless surgery. That's an oxymoron. Painless surgery.
Yeah.
There is no painless surgery.
Well, my
But I just
goodness.
had a painless surgery on my eye.
Wow.
Go figure.
Go figure. That's fantastic. I'm glad
Yeah,
it
it
went
is.
well.
Oh yeah.
Sonia, I didn't mean to talk over you, hun, a minute ago. I'm sorry.
No, that's it's hard sometimes to hear each other.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
I,
enjoying going out and looking at God's creation.
oh yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
up here, it's just a beautiful area, and then to see it clearly, you
Mm-hmm.
know, um,
It's a gift.
what is
Mm.
that scripture that once I was looking
Blind, but now
through
I
a
see.
glass darkly, and now I
Mm-hmm.
see clearly, or something like
Yes.
that?
Yes. You're right. Yeah.
That's what I feel like happened. That it's like
Oh, awesome.
um, instantly my vision just cleared up, and it's just
Wow.
yeah, it's a wow. It really is a wow.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing that technology exists.
Yep.
And it's come a long way.
That it
Um,
has.
well, and their approach. Well, also the recovery thing is a lot easier than it once was. I remember when my grandmother had hers done. This was back, I guess, in the early '80s. You had to lay flat on your back with a sand brick on each side of your head and be like that, except to get up to go to the bathroom for like a week or something like that. It was crazy. But they didn't know how the body was going to handle that, how how things were going to, how delicate things might be. So they were very cautious about it. You didn't lean over forward. Don't dare tie your shoes.
Yeah.
You're just going to trip over those laces, hun.
Hi, Jamie. How are you doing this morning?
My
Um,
dad had the surgery. It would have been the 80s.
Uh-huh.
mhm.
He was blind for about, couldn't see anything for about 3 years. And
Wow.
he said to me that it was just like being reborn when he had the
Wow.
surgery.
Hmm.
Yeah. It makes
Yeah.
a difference. It
Mm.
makes a big difference.
We take so for granted.
Yeah, we do. We do.
Well, I didn't
Yeah.
realize how much I couldn't see because it came on gradually. I mean, it wasn't
Right.
overnight. That I just realized that I was having a hard time, and the light sensitivity was getting really bad,
Yes.
Mm.
and I couldn't see to make the jewelry. And it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay, you got to make a decision. Either you put up with this and you don't make jewelry, or you go and get it fixed and you do make jewelry.
I see what
So,
one. Get it? I see what one.
yeah.
That was bad.
Hi, Lily. Hi, D'Lo. Welcome,
I
guys.
know. I know. When I first got my glasses, I realized how much I could not see, and just the
Yeah.
Mhm.
detail of the leaves of the trees.
Yep.
I just sat there. It was amazing. Like I just sat there, and it was just like, wow, I really could not see.
Yeah.
Then you know what I'm going through now is
Yeah.
the crispness of everything. Everything was just sort of blurry. There weren't
Mm.
any real crisp lines in my sight. So yeah, I'm just amazed every time I go outside. I just stand there and stare at the
Yeah.
trees and
Yeah. Just take it all in.
yep. That
Yeah.
there's Tracy.
Yay.
Hi, Tracy.
Hey, Tracy.
Oh,
Good
great.
morning,
Okay.
Tracy. Good morning to you. Good morning, Tracy. I'm sorry I'm not you.
Oh, yeah, go have a smoke and come on in. We're holding down the fort or
Yeah.
something.
Woo,
We're
woo,
holding down
woo, woo.
something. Or we're holding up something.
Something.
But
Yeah.
hey, we got 17 people in here that found us, so that's good.
Yay.
Mm.
Good deal. Good
You
morning,
know,
everyone.
yeah. And thanks for coming over to the uh,
The Utah coffee table.
yeah, you talk off the table. That'll work. It's a little bit bluer than Darlene's channel, but that's all right. You guys
Hey.
understand that I'm old and my filter's broken.
Is that the reason? Okay.
Yeah, it. Uh, Hi, blending. Um,
Hey, Blandine.
yeah, it hits my brain, and a lot of times it just falls out my mouth. So
Yeah,
yeah,
sometimes it's out of my
when
mouth before it hits anything. So, so I don't
uh,
know.
I
It's
get
like,
myself into trouble
okay,
quite
where'd
a
that
lot
come
doing
from?
that.
yeah.
I got
Well, I
tickled
don't
with
know
my
if I get into
grandson.
trouble anymore, but
Oh, well, there you go. I got tickled with my grandson this morning. He said something and he used the word indeed, and he used it properly. And I sat there and I thought, I've never really heard you say that word. And as I was thinking this, he says, I don't know why I used that word. I never used that word. What happened?
how old is he?
He said that out loud. I'm like, yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
How old is he, Lizanne?
He's 11,
Oh, wow.
but
Yeah.
they and Sally's 9, and they both have an extensive vocabulary. Um, my son-in-law calls them SAT words.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, reading and languages are a strong suit with them. Oh man.
I really didn't develop vocabulary until later in life.
Uh huh.
I think I was probably about 50 when my vocabulary just started, you know, multiplying, and I
Uh
have
huh.
no idea why.
Huh.
Maybe, I was reading more
Mm.
because I wasn't working, but it was pretty crazy. And then there's words that fall out of my mouth, and it's like, where the
Who
hell
said
did that
that?
come from? You know?
Hey, I identify with that one big time. I tell you. I think I told y'all before. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. Maybe I just thought I did. I had gone out to, excuse me, California to visit with my aunt, along with my mom and my other aunt from here. And we were walking into Denny's, and a guy holds the door open, and I said, "Thank you, sugar." And I thought, who said that? Where did that come from? What the heck? I had never said that before to anybody. Not even my own kids. I never called anybody sugar. Like, what the heck? And so ever since then, it's been hun, sugar. Oh, baby, come on now, oh, honey. And I'm like, what happened? Who am I? What happened? It's like this switch went click. My husband says change of life. I'm going to show you.
All righty. Oh, how are you doing this morning?
Not bad. I'm eating.
All
Okay.
right.
Well, you know what
Oh, you're
that
making
means.
me
I need
dizzy.
to drive. So. How
It's
about
not
this?
good.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay. I'll see y'all hopefully when I get home, unless something comes
Thanks
up
for the
that I got to
song,
take care of.
Lizanne.
So, morning, Tracy.
Good morning.
I
Thanks
have
for
to
the
go. I'm
song.
sorry. I'm not dropping out because you're here.
All right.
I love you. Love you guys.
Love you too.
Love you.
Oh my goodness. I was sitting on the couch trying to think of something I could eat for breakfast because I was hungry. And it's Friday and it's Lent and I'm Catholic and I couldn't think of anything. And I was just sitting there thinking, and fell asleep. And I haven't slept for 2 nights. So it was kind of nice to fall asleep for a minute. But dang, I meant to be on at 8:30.
Well, I went and to grab the link because I woke up
Mm-hmm.
and nobody was on, and all I could see in the chat that Darlene didn't feel good. So
Yeah.
I thought, all right, I will hold the fort down or lift the fort up or do something, even if it's wrong.
Aw. Well, that's amazing. Thank you for doing that. I appreciate it.
Mm.
You
Let me see
bet.
if I can get the
Vicky,
chat
I
on my
will.
computer.
You got a lot of people to sing to.
Oh boy.
19.
Good morning, Sandy and Sonia. I love you and I'm sorry I fell asleep.
Oh
Oh
dear.
goodness. I'm really not awake, but
That's all right.
I am not a morning person. I don't know how you guys do it.
well, normally I'm like all moving around and doing stuff, but this morning I haven't slept in 2 nights and I just am miserable.
Yeah. I know
Well,
how that goes.
yeah, you probably needed it.
Yeah. At least I got a couple hours actually. Well, yeah, it was probably about 7:30, quarter to 8 when I sat down trying to figure out what I could have for breakfast, and all of a sudden I woke up and I see there was a message. I was like, oh, popped on to Sandy's, and then I had to quick smoke a minute.
Yeah,
Coffee.
take care of the important stuff.
Yeah.
Look at those ears.
Aw, look at the
Oh,
babies. Good morning, everybody in the chat. Good morning to you. Good morning, everybody I miss. Good morning to you, and I'm sorry. Oh,
Yep. I should have made a pot of coffee this morning, and I didn't.
I should have had a second pot. Good morning, Jennifer. Good morning to you. Good morning, Jennifer. Good morning to you. Looks like she just came on.
Yeah,
Will, I did take melatonin, but it really didn't seem to help me a lot.
Vicky, I haven't seen you in a couple of days. I'm glad to see you. I hope you're feeling okay.
Good morning, Vicky. Good morning to you. Good morning, Vicky. Good morning to you.
These guys are just YouTube hogs. I think they know when I go live, and
Uh-huh.
you just have to get in there.
Good morning, Amy Lynn. Good morning to you. Good morning, Amy Lynn. Good morning to you.
Hi, Amy Lynn. Glad you did stop in. Thank you.
Definitely.
yeah,
Stop.
I'm the same, eBay. I can't take sleeping tablets.
I have taken in the past, I've taken stuff to help me sleep, and it works for a very short time, and then it stops working. So, and like we've had, just like everywhere, our weather is bipolar, and so the weather keeps flip-flopping back and forth, which disrupts my sleep entirely because it makes my pain worse.
Mm.
There's not really a whole lot I can do.
No,
Suck it up, you know?
that's easier said than done.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Like we've just gone into a cold patch, and oh, my fibromyalgia is not enjoying it at all.
No,
It's not
that's
fun.
the cold and damp is the worst for me, and it's
Yeah.
like rain snowing here, and so it's just not good.
No.
Will said
Like,
that it just started snowing in Ohio.
Ugh, yeah. Probably came from here. It started snowing last night here a little bit, and still kind of rain snowing a little bit when I went out to smoke.
It's supposed to be in the 50s here today. It's been really mild and nice here.
That's nice.
Yeah.
It's been it's supposed to get warm this weekend, but it's cold this morning.
yeah, it's been really wet. I think we had 50 mil in a 24-hour period, which is supposed to be our month's amount of rain,
Yeah.
and it's just nuts. Like I just went out and fed the animals before I jumped on, and I'm wearing gumboots and getting stuck in the mud.
Oh,
Oh my
God.
goodness.
So I haven't heard anything about the fires there in Australia. How are the fires doing?
As far as Victoria goes, they're pretty much gone. I'm not sure about New South Wales. They're not actually putting much broadcast up about that at the moment. But we got a lot of rain, and it pretty much knocked it out within a week.
Wow.
So that would have been a month ago.
Okay.
But it was 130 kilometers away from me, and we were getting ready to evacuate.
Oh,
So,
that's scary.
yeah,
Scary.
and my dad's got lung disease as well, and the smoke was just it was horrible. The taste and the smell, and you could shut your windows and it didn't make a difference. It was coming through the aircon.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
So, but yeah, no, I'm glad that's over.
And did I hear them right that 1 billion with a B animals died?
Yeah, a lot,
Yeah.
a lot of animals died. A lot of koalas, kangaroos, possums, and were having to go into rescue
Uh-huh.
places because they were burnt.
Oh.
And when you have a bushfire that comes through like that as well, they've got nothing to eat.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, like even if they're not that badly burnt, the koalas live off gum trees, so they've got nothing to eat, and there's no grass. The kangaroos can't eat,
Mhm.
and any fruit trees the possums can't eat either. So, but yeah, we lost a lot of wildlife. It was really sad.
Oh gosh.
Mm,
That's
Yeah, that's terrible.
that just
it
hurt my
was.
heart when I heard that.
Mhm.
Mm.
I'm trying to keep up with the chat here.
I apologize to anyone that says hi and I haven't said hi back. I'm dyslexic, so if it moves, I completely lose
Mhm.
who's written it. So yeah, I apologize to anyone that I haven't said hi to.
No problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. If you would have had to evacuate, would you have done with your animals?
Well, that was the scary part. Like the animals that I could catch,
Mhm.
I would cage and put in the car,
Uh-huh.
or on the back of the wagon.
Uh-huh.
And we have a trailer, so we would have put some on the trailer. But like the goats would have been easy, and the chickens would have been easy, and the rabbits and the parrots. But my biggest one, like the geese and the ducks, would have been the hardest
Mhm.
to actually cage, because they free range. So if we decided to evacuate in the morning, um, that would have made it a lot easier. But if we had to get out of there, say in a couple of hours, I would have had to have left animals behind,
Oh.
because I wouldn't have been able to get them in cages.
Mhm. That's heartbreaking.
So yeah. Lesson learnt though, better planning for next summer.
Mhm.
Like you always learn from your mistakes, and that I need to have a better evacuation plan
Mhm.
when it comes to the animals.
Kathy Valentine was telling me that there's an underground fire there that they can't put out, and so it restarts the fire every year. Is that correct? That
Don't think that's. I'm not sure if that's in Victoria, where I am, but I have heard that myself.
it's like a coal mine that is
Yeah,
burning, and they can't put it out. They just have to
no,
let it burn
just
itself out.
keeps burning. I don't know if it starts bushfires, but I think if the bushfire comes close, then it I can't find the right word. It makes it worse.
Mhm.
But
It
yeah, I
is.
have heard that myself. I think that might be in New South Wales. I
Mhm.
think.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
like I feel for those guys because they've had. I think that we're on their 5th or 6th year of drought. So they were having problems with water anyway, and then a fire comes through and pretty much wipes out a lot of what a lot of the country life.
Mhm.
Yeah. I don't know how anybody can say that the weather isn't changing.
Yes, that there's no climate
Mm.
change.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
crazy.
we didn't have a summer. We had probably maybe a week of 45-degree heat, which I think's over 100 Fahrenheit.
Hmm.
Um, and the rest of it was in the 30s, so 30 degrees. I'm not sure what that is in Fahrenheit. And that's unusual.
Hmm.
Like, it was actually a really mild summer for Victoria anyway, not
Right.
not for the rest of Australia.
I was gonna look real quick and see if I could get a conversion. 30.
When I was younger and my brain worked, I could tell you what it was, but not anymore.
Yeah. 30
That knowledge
degrees
has
is
fallen out.
86 degrees Fahrenheit.
Okay. Normally I go to my Google Home and ask Google, but it's not working at the moment. Google broke.
But we had a mild winter, really, for winter in Michigan, especially where I live close to the lake, where we usually get a lot of lake effect. We're like 30 some inches below our normal average snowfall for the year.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's quite a bit.
Which is in some ways not a bad thing, because right now we're at record high lake levels in Lake Michigan, so they're having a lot of erosion on the west coast of Michigan, Lake Michigan. So a little help with the not quite as much runoff from the snow will help a little bit, but
Yeah. Oh, look, there's areas that have had snow that don't normally get snow.
mhm.
So, I don't know, the weather's just nuts.
It is. It's bipolar. That's what I just say every day.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh, this bipolar weather is killing me.
I agree.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And I'm
Yes.
not looking forward to winter. I hate winter.
I don't like it either.
I get cabin fever.
I like it around Christmas.
I like
Yeah,
snow for the holidays. You're right.
Yeah.
I do.
it would be really pretty. It doesn't snow here for Christmas, but that would be really pretty with all the decorations and everything.
Hmm.
I did get snow for Christmas this year.
Cool.
Yeah, I wanted a white Christmas. She was up here visiting, and we actually got
Hmm.
snow. I think it was on New Year's Eve or Christmas Eve. So,
That's awesome.
my white Christmas. Yay.
Excuse me a minute. My cat's trying to eat my door to get in. I'll be back in a tick.
All right.
All right.
Your door. We still have a little bit of snow on the ground, but it's supposed to get warm. Good morning, Monique. Good morning to you. Good morning, Monique. Good morning to you. We still have a little bit of snow on the ground, but if it gets in the 50s this weekend, that should be gone, I would think. But
Yeah,
then
all of ours is gone.
it's only the beginning of March still. There have been times in my memory that we've had snow into April, so we still could get more.
Yeah.
Well, it's gorgeous here because the snow is still up on the mountains.
Yeah, I bet that's really
And,
pretty.
That would be
nice and
pretty.
warm here, and it's just beautiful. It may be attributed to my new eyeball too. So,
Yeah.
but
Well, you just have a new appreciation for the beauty that
oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah.
you're seeing again.
Just amazing.
Well, you figure, cataracts, because they've said, like the last time I got my eyes checked, they said that I've got the early start of cataract, and So it takes years to build up to, a point that they're ready to do surgery. And like you said, you really could have had it done before, but you were apprehensive with only having one good eye.
Yeah, I had not heard of a eye surgeon that was somebody that I could trust
Mm-hmm.
until I got here and started listening to people about this eye surgeon. And I
Mm-hmm.
thought, he's the one,
Yeah.
And I'm so glad that he was only 40 miles away instead of in Provo, where most of the doctors are, and that's 2.5 hours away. So.
Right. Yeah, that was lucky that you had a good doctor fairly close by for where you live standards, because nothing's close by.
No, nothing. But you have to go back the next day, and then you have to go back the next week, and then the next month. So it would have been.
Yeah, so that 2.5 hour drive would have been.
Yeah, I probably would have just stayed in Provo overnight and driven back the next day.
Yeah.
But we do that a lot. Just get a motel room there in Provo, and because of some of our doctor's appointments will be at the crack of dawn.
Mm-hmm.
They don't care if you have to drive 2.5 hours.
Right.
The doctor's appointment is at 7:30. Period. So we'll go up the night before and stay over.
Mm-hmm.
Because none of us, Kent, Lee, or I, are morning people.
Right.
We slow getting going. We may wake up, but as far as doing anything, no.
Mm-hmm. I was always a slow motivator in the mornings, even when I worked. I mean, I managed and I did what I had to do, and I'm sure you did too. But now that I'm not working, and Ryan gets so impatient with me, like on the weekends, if we have errands to do, he's like, "Are you ready to go?" And it's like, "Are you kidding me? I've like only drank half a pot of coffee. I'm not even moving yet."
Yeah.
I'm not a morning person at all. I'm a walking zombie, making sandwiches at 6:30 in the morning for the kids.
Yeah, I never have been a morning person.
No, me either.
I think maybe it's because my early jobs and early on in my life, jobs were either swing shift or overnight shift.
Mm-hmm.
And your body clock gets set to that, and it's difficult to get up in the morning.
Yeah. I was always a late person until I married my husband, and which good thing we got married when we did, honestly, because it allowed me to progress much quicker in my career path, because I actually went to work on time instead of 5 minutes late every day. And then, of course, years later, when I had women working for me that were 5 minutes late every day, I'm like, well, you get up a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, listen to me, Miss Smarty Pants. When I was in my 20s, I didn't do it either.
Yeah. It was a good thing that when Vicky was here that we were sort of on the same time clock or regiment or whatever. She would wake up early too, and then we'd both just sit there. She would make coffee, and we'd just both sit there going,
with your cup, yeah.
Coffee.
Yeah, I'm one of those kind of people that don't even say good morning until I've had one cup in my belly, because I don't even want to talk.
No.
My oldest daughter, when it was just me and her, she's 23 now. She has memories of don't talk to Mum until after she's had her coffee
Yeah.
because I just grunt like
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's exactly it. And Brian,
Yeah.
my husband, is such a chatty Cathy in the morning. He has always been a morning person, always his whole life. So he wakes up all chatty Cathy, happy, chipper, and I'm just like, shut up.
My dad's like that. My dad's like that, and I'll be trying to wake up, and I just look at him and I go, "Shh." He's like, "Oh, sorry." It's like, and he doesn't talk about anything specific. It's just anything, and it just hurts my brain.
Yeah.
Brian has learned over the years that this morning I got out of bed while he was in the shower, and when he came out, he didn't say anything till he saw that I made sure I had a cup of coffee in my hand first. He didn't even say good morning or anything. Good morning to April. Good morning to you. Good morning to April. Good morning to you.
Hi, April.
Hi, April.
Welcome.
Thanks for finding us, April.
Yeah, we're hidden this morning. Hi, Vanessa.
Good morning, Vanessa. Good morning to you. Good morning, Vanessa. Good morning to you. That's the problem, Vanessa. I'm normally, now that I do get up when my husband gets up at 4:30 most days, I am done by 8:30. I'm in bed. But last night I stayed up, even though I record Grey's Anatomy for any of the Grey's Anatomy fans. I record Grey's Anatomy, but because I knew it was a goodbye to Alex Karev, I had to stay up and watch it. So I stayed up till 10. That didn't help my sleep because then my husband was already snoring by the time I went to bed. I didn't have time to get to sleep before he was already snoring. That just was the beginning.
Mm.
Yep.
I always have to yell at my husband. It's like, roll on your side.
Oh.
I am on my side. No, you're not. You sound like you're trying to breathe in the walls.
Mm-hmm.
Just peeling the wallpaper right off of them,
Yeah.
Pretty much. Pretty much. Yep. And then you get like Ryan starts snoring, and then I try to get him to move. Then he rolls up in all the sheet and blanket and all that. So then I'm freezing, or I kick the blankets off because I'm having a hot flash, and he pulls them more over his way. So then I have no sheet when I get cold again. Oh, my son and I were talking about it just the other day, and I'm really to the point. My grandparents always had separate bedrooms, that I understand that why they did when they were older, and I'm ready to do that now.
Oh, no.
I have a separate doona.
You got to sing to Jamie. She's feeling neglected. Moonstone
To Amy?
Mama.
Okay, good morning to Jamie. Good morning to you. Good morning to Jamie. Good morning to you. How come sleepy as it? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Because she's sleepy.
Because I'm sleepy. That's why.
Yeah.
Right.
She's not dopey or grumpy this morning.
No.
Or sneezy. She's sleepy.
Totally dozed off. And I still, of course, I still haven't had breakfast, but now I'll just wait till lunch. It's almost 10. But yeah, sitting there trying to figure out what I was going to have for breakfast. Trying to think of something I had that was breakfast food that didn't include meat. That was difficult. I don't have any eggs, but I have frozen breakfast burritos in the freezer, but they have sausage in them. Ugh.
Even your dog snore?
Yeah. I got a cat that snores. It's not allowed in our room.
Oh my gosh. Well, I've been a loner most of my life, so I have not had the joy of putting up with somebody that snored.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I didn't find out that I talked in my sleep until we got to Tucson. And Kathy were saying, you talk in your sleep and you don't just mumble. You say legible sentences.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, my husband does that. You can have a full conversation with him, like for about 20 minutes.
Oh my goodness.
And he tells you the truth too.
I just think between Reince flopping, he tosses and turns and he flops, and my sleepless nights from pain, that we honestly would probably both sleep better if we just either got 2 beds in our room or just got separate rooms. And now that we live here by ourselves, we have 3 bedrooms. It would be very easy to just have 2 separate bedrooms.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah. Oh, there's many nights I've come out and gone on the couch
Yeah.
because I can't get comfortable.
Good morning, Michelle. Oh, good morning to you. Good morning, Michelle. Oh, good morning to you. But really, when I was little, I thought, our grandma and grandpa really, I remember asking my mom that once, are grandma and grandpa really married? Because they don't even share a bedroom.
Mm.
I mean, I thought that was just, I shared with 2 sisters. I thought that was just life,
Right.
But it was because my grandparents were on 2 different life cycles. My grandpa worked overnights his whole life, and my grandma worked days her whole life. So they just didn't sleep at the same time. So it was just easier to have separate rooms.
Yeah.
Good morning, Amanda.
Good morning, Amanda. Good morning to you. Good morning, Amanda. Good morning to you.
I had friends that like sadly after 23 years they're divorced now, but they used to sleep in separate rooms because of health issues.
Yeah.
Like he snored loudly and she had Lyme disease, so it was hard for her to get comfortable, and they'd keep each other awake.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. If he doesn't sleep well or if I don't sleep well, it affects the other one's sleep so much
Mm.
that it just it really would make more sense for us to just have separate rooms so that we would probably both sleep better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes I think I need separate house for my dogs to be able
There you
to
go.
Do you need to go in with your puppies? Is that what you're bugging me about? Let me go put her in with her puppies and I shall be right back.
All right. Those puppies. Have you seen the puppies lately, Sonia?
Oh, they're cute.
Put on the puppy cam. Oh my goodness, they're so
I
stinking
just,
adorable.
I just want to reach my hand in and grab one and like pull it out and cuddle it.
Cuddle with it. They're
Yeah.
so sweet. They're so sweet.
I bred puppies for a little while, but it can actually be hard work. But
Yeah.
no, they are very, very cute.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. That's kind of one of the nice things with the breed that Sandy has, that they're so small that they don't have a huge litter of puppies. Because I can remember my grandparents having litters, big litters, like 7, 8 puppies at one time. It's like, holy cow. Now that
Yeah.
I'm grown and can see that what a hard work that would be.
So the cleaning up and like I had a Cantarian cross Maltese and she was a small dog, but her first litter, she had 12.
Oh my goodness.
And I was like, you're not meant to have this many. You don't even
Mhm.
have 12 teats. Like,
Yeah.
So I had to end up hand feeding some of them as well, just to make sure that they were getting enough.
Yeah.
She was a good mum though.
Holy
And
cow, 12 in one litter. That's a lot.
we stopped breeding her when she reached 4. And she lived till she was 17 years old.
Wow.
So, yeah, she was beautiful. Yeah, no, I
My
love little.
daughter's mother-in-law, my daughter's mother-in-law. I'm losing my brain. See, I'm still not awake. My ex-daughter-in-law, her stepmom breeds labs, show dog labs, and she usually has decent sized litters for labs, but like 6 to 8, I think they usually have when they have them.
Yeah,
When she has them.
it's pretty unusual. Like the vet did say that it's an unusually large litter
Yeah.
to have that many. But I think the smaller dogs are easier to contain as they get older and they start moving around. When they're bigger, they're a lot harder to, because they knock things off. Like I had a 5-day-old goat in my house running around, and that was hard enough, you know.
Yeah.
And
Holy
knocking
moly,
everything
yeah.
off. Yeah, it didn't take long until I'd had enough, and it's like, yeah, no, you're outside. You can go out.
Mm-hmm.
Like keep you in at night, put you in a crate, and so you're not going to hurt yourself or anybody
Yeah.
else. And during the day, you can go outside and play
You
with.
go outside.
Yeah,
I can imagine.
play with the other goat. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. But
That would
yeah,
be crazy.
oh, it was like, he was fine for the first few days, but after a week, he got a lot of strength up because he was bottle fed.
Mm-hmm.
Got a lot of strength up, and he got up on my TV cabinet, and that, yeah, no,
Yeah.
no. It's cute when they're little, but once they start getting big.
Yeah. Okay, Ella. See you in a little bit. Amanda's son-in-law breeds French bulldogs. Oh, I bet those are adorable.
Oh, they would be cute.
Very cute. I mean,
Yeah.
my son, my grandpuppy that comes over regularly is a blue tick coonhound, and so she's like a medium-sized dog. She's pretty good, well behaved, but I don't mind having her once in a while, but a full-time animal is a lot of work for me up and down when I have a lot of pain. That's a lot of work.
Yeah, you were looking after that dog for a little while, weren't you?
Mm-hmm.
How's he going now?
Good. She had her tail was injured and it's finally
Yeah.
healing. So she doesn't have to wear the cone and she doesn't have to have it all bandaged, which that was, I think, the thing that was irritating her the most was the bandage, which I can imagine around a tail and your hair, But now that my son's baby mama, that's the easiest way to put it, she works at the vet where he takes his dog, and she lasered it a couple times for him, and now it seems to be healing really well, and it's almost completely healed up. So
that's good.
yeah.
No, I got 3 dogs, and when we first got the first 2, I got them fixed, and they had to have a cone on their head because I was ripping out the stitches.
Mm-hmm.
And Ted's a Maltese cross Shih Tzu, so he's just white and fluffy.
Mm-hmm.
He just looked like an ice cream cone from the
Yeah,
back, like
I
his
bet.
long fur. He just looked like ice cream cone. It was, yeah.
That's a poor Piper when she would go outside. When she had to have the cone on, there was a lot of snow on the ground still, and and she's a very smell-oriented dog because of her
Yeah.
breed. So she would be sniffing to find a place to go to the bathroom, and she'd be just scooping the snow up with that cone. It was just the funniest thing to watch. But poor baby, I felt bad for her because she was such a klutz inside the house, knocking that over. That's why I can just imagine what a goat would have been like. Because
yeah,
with that cone on, she was just such a klutz.
yeah, yeah.
But oh well. She's definitely better, thank goodness. But we are watching her this weekend because my son works like 3 jobs. And when he has to work all the jobs on the weekend, which he works his regular job is Monday through Friday. But he's working with the sheriff's department tonight from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. And then he's working his security job tomorrow night. So we'll have the dog most of the weekend because he just doesn't want to have her be crated all day and then crated all night because he's not home.
Oh,
It's not fair to her,
Ooh, Echo. yeah, that's fair enough. I sometimes look after one of my friend's dogs when they go away,
Yeah.
because the dog would just be in the backyard by itself, coming in and out of the house, and dogs left alone get up to mischief.
Yes, they do, and they're just because they're social. They like to be
Yeah.
part of the family, and
Yeah.
so it is kind of nice. We just have her come over here, and then she'll like when he works tomorrow night, he'll get out of work at like 3 o'clock in the morning. He has the key to our house, so he'll just come in and pick her up when he gets out of work. So it's not a big deal.
Okay.
But like
Yeah.
tomorrow morning, he'll get off work at 7 a.m. We'll be up, but before he gets here to pick her up, but not that much work really. She's a pretty good dog.
Yeah. Well, now that she's healing up and everything like that.
Yeah, she doesn't need that constant watching. That was why I was watching her, because she just would get on her tail all the time. And then with that cone, she would have hurt herself in a crate with that cone on her head. She just would have.
Yeah.
Because she was such a clod with that thing on.
Oh, it puts their whole balance out, and as much as it stops them from getting to their stitches and stuff, it's like having a bucket on their head. Oh, my light just.
Yeah. Love you, Denise. Take care of yourself. Yay, she's back.
I'm back. Well, I had to feed the outside cats. I have this whole routine in the morning that I know this sounds very strange to you guys, but when I get up, I kind of plan my journey. So I do a bunch of stuff while I'm up, so then I can go lay down.
Oh, I totally get it.
That's not
Totally
strange.
get it.
I'm just going to turn the lounge room light on. Hang on.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, I totally get it.
So I go in the kitchen and get the puppies' food, their wet food, canned food, and then I go out and feed the outside cats. We have about I don't know, 6 or 8 feral cats that Kent and I feed. He feeds at night, I feed in the morning. And so then I do that and walk back, give the puppies food, and take Marva out. And then, of course, I have to pee on my journey.
Well, of course, you got to do that at some point.
Because I just stood up.
Yeah.
And when you take Lasix, if you stand up, you got to pee,
Pretty much. Yeah.
But so I think I've got everybody taken care of, but
yeah, that's my big thing in the morning when I am drinking coffee. If I get up to refill my coffee cup, I might as well go out, stand outside and have a smoke, because I do it all in one trip. Just like you're saying, I kind of plan that. Like if I'm going to get up to refill my coffee cup, I might as well go out and have a smoke, and then I top it back off before I sit back down.
Right. And then that way you can sit there for a while.
Yep, exactly.
I turned you blue, Amanda. Did you notice?
I noticed now that you said that.
Yeah. She's been in quite a bit. And
yeah.
Even bought, and she's won some things too from us.
Awesome.
Yeah. So
that was fun. That was a lot of fun when you were doing the random number selection, when the other day when you were doing your update from surgery. That was just so much fun, and laughing. I was laughing my head off with people picking the same numbers, and I was using the same number all the way through, and then somebody would go pick my number, and then I'd have to come up with a different number, and but it was fun.
That was
a lot of fun.
Well, I enjoy giving stuff away. I know that's weird, but I do, And I appreciate you guys supporting my channel. So to give you stuff, it just seems right, to say thank you.
That's very kind, but it was fun. It was fun.
Yeah.
And I never know whether you guys enjoy it as much as I do or not,
Oh yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's always fun. and see who wins. And
Yeah.
Well, and I
Adam
like
was in that night, and I haven't seen Adam in a long time. It was nice to see Adam.
yeah.
Good morning, Val. Good morning to you. Good morning, Val. Good morning to you.
Hi, Val. I
Hey,
like
Val.
random generator because then everybody can see it,
Yep. And everybody gets a
Mm.
fair shake that way.
Yep.
Yep.
That you know that I'm not, I don't think you would think that anyway, but
No.
everybody is rooting on the random generator for their number to come up,
Mhm.
So,
Yeah. Yep, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of like I said, I ended up giggling a lot when there would be people that were like Darlene, who kept picking numbers somebody else had, and like you were like, I could just see her going,
and then
I could see the same thing.
And then Cinnamon had to change her number, I think, 5 times.
Yeah, that one time, yep.
It was crazy.
Well, it's crazy because you put it in when you put in, and that happened to me once or twice. So when I put in my number, somebody else is putting in the same number at the same time.
Right.
And so on my screen, it shows that I was first.
Right.
But on the screens that mattered, didn't show me first,
There's a delay depending on where you are as well and what your
Mhm.
internet's like. So yeah, I was lucky I didn't have to change my number, but I noticed the delay in the chat when I put my number in.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And that's why we have to go off of.
You have to go off of one screen. It makes it more fair.
Yeah.
Good morning, Kim Cree. Good morning to you. Good morning, Kim Cree. Good morning to you.
Yeah. Well, I try and keep it different and fun for you guys, so you never know what's going to go on when when you come on.
It is always fun. I always have a good time. There are times in the afternoon that I end up having to, my husband comes home and things are going on and I have to drop off and I don't really get a chance to say anything. But I always enjoy coming in your live streams for sure.
Yeah.
Cool.
And for me, it's the time, like at the moment, for me, it's 2:17 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
So where it's daytime for you guys. So like when I see you on, I'm like, oh, I'll jump on. But it's usually really early in the morning for me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But that was fun. I did enjoy that.
Good.
Felt like a little kid, trying to win.
Oh yeah, exactly. That's exactly it. You're like, come on, come on. Yeah, see, Monique said the same thing, Sandy, that she loves it even when she doesn't win. I had a great time. I didn't win anything the other day, but I had a great time.
Yeah. Good. Good. Well, we'll just keep it up then.
Yeah, every now and then. That's just fun. Something different.
Yep. Well, I wish I would get to the 2000 because I really want to give that book away.
Yeah.
It's a big, thick book on stuff,
I got to grab this.
Okay. I'm just looking forward to giving that away to somebody.
How far away are you?
Oh, gosh. I'm at like 1790. But I've been there for like 4 or 5 months. I'll get 10 subs and then YouTube will come along and take 10 away,
Yeah.
I can't even get to 1800.
I was sitting on 285, I think it was, for a long time. Well, 285, and it's only been in the last 2 or 3 weeks that I've managed to jump up to I think it's 341 now. But every day I'll get on in the morning just to check things, and like sometimes I've lost 2, sometimes I've lost 5, and then overnight I've gained like 4 or 5, and I'm like, well, how did that happen? And it's like a jack in a box.
Yeah. I don't know what I am today.
Yeah.
He usually goes over there and checks and tells me where I'm at. But
Yeah. It's all the new rules and everything. I think sometimes make it very difficult.
yeah, it was hard for me to get to 1,000. They kept taking subs away from me.
Oh, how long?
Hi, anything is possible. We'll get Tracy to sing to you when she gets back in here. So I don't know. Can anybody pop over and see how many subs I have? I'm sure I haven't hit 18 yet because that seems to be a magical number too that they won't let me get to.
Hang on, I'll have a look.
So I think I'm going to start streaming on Facebook now that I've got my Facebook back. And that should help get a few subs.
It's got 1.79K.
Yeah. See, I cannot get to 1,800. I don't know what it is, but I've been at 1.78, 1.79 for months now. So maybe I'll see if I can pop on to like Anita's or Thelma's channel or something to, yeah, thanks,
Yeah,
to, kickstart it again, get some subs.
it is frustrating.
Yeah, because you think you should be growing, you know, if you're doing it right. And of course, my big hang up is I don't go back in and put in all the hashtags and everything. I'm horrible about that. And no description, so if I would put descriptions and hashtags, I'm sure that more people would find me.
I put in descriptions, but I put up I expressed some frustration last night, so I'm expecting to lose a few subs over that. But oh well, what I said was what I felt was important to be said, and if they
Yeah.
don't like it, they can go somewhere else.
Change the channel,
Yeah.
I think I may start another channel also just for discussions because I want to keep this channel light and happy and
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
none of the ranting and raving, but maybe on another channel we'll get a rant and rave
Yeah.
just for the heck of it. That's okay, Monique. I know you won't go there. That's okay. As long as you stay on this channel, we're fine. You have 2 channels? Yeah, I need to go over there and find out how to do that. I don't think it's very hard. I know, I'm trying to keep it off of there, Monique. We'll just keep it light and happy and puppy cam going and
We'll
like
have fluffy coffee.
like it's supposed to be. Every once in a while, though, I get a wild hair and start ranting about something. So the other day, guy, or yesterday, I guess it was, I made these little copper. Let me make me big. Um, these copper earrings. Where am I here? There we go. And I'm thinking about putting some kits together so that you guys can make these. They're just hammered copper and some turquoise beads down there with French wires.
That's pretty.
Yeah. Would you guys like some kits where you could put those together yourself and sell those? Let me know. I'm trying to get stuff together for you guys that you could make money and you don't. Um, with this, I would put it together so that all you need is a hammer and a needle nose plier. Everything would be there. The wire, the copper would be cut and drilled and everything.
How
So
easy would that be to like write something on, like engrave into?
pretty simple, you
Cool.
know. Yeah. Oh yeah. Small semi-precious stones. Yeah. And good morning, Sophie. Tracy is on a phone call right now, but as soon as she comes back in, we'll get her to sing. So yeah, just put a little kit together, and you guys can buy the kit, and then you can put the earrings together and sell them.
My auntie goes around in parts in Australia and grabs all the different coloured stones. Like she actually goes and collects them all.
Mm-hmm.
And some of them are amazing. Like I don't know the names of them all, but some of them are amazing. But I've got one in my bag. I'll show you.
Okay, that'd be great. Australia has some really great stones.
I leave it in there for good luck.
Okay, yeah,
But of course, it's in the bottom of the handbag, so it might take a while.
yeah, that's all right.
Well, that's scary. I can see myself close up.
We're here, we're not going anywhere.
Here it is. Oh,
Oh, wow. And what is it?
I'm not sure.
It's kind of a green stone. Am I seeing
Yeah,
that correct?
yeah.
Ooh, nice. You know what I think that is? I think that's chrysoprase.
Yeah, that sounds right. That sounds what, and they clean them up themselves.
Yeah.
But that's the one she gave me at the moment. But when she comes back in September, they're going to have a whole heap because my favorite color is purple. So there's some really pretty different colored purple stones that she brings back.
Ooh,
So I'm pretty sure they're
I
all.
might be interested.
Yeah, well, I did think of you actually. So,
Oh, good.
but yeah, no, they get they get the fake gold ones as well, but they're still really pretty.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Cool.
So I did think of you, and I thought, I wonder if I can send some your way.
That would be wonderful.
Yeah. Well, she comes back in September.
Oh,
So
moss agate, Soci. I think that looks more like chrysoprase because I know there's a lot of that there in Australia.
that does sound like the right name.
Yeah.
But yeah, look, I'm going through all these stones, and I felt like a pirate, going
Yeah.
through all these different stones, and she's telling me all these different names and showing me the machines that they use to clean them up, and
Mm-hmm.
like, you're never too old to learn. It was just absolutely amazing, and they're in their 70s, and they go collect all these stones. So,
Nice.
but,
Well,
yeah.
this summer I hope to go out and do some rock hounding. I didn't realize it until I moved here and started looking. Um, Utah has is a, it just a huge amount of different stones
Mm.
are natural to Utah. So that kaleidoscope jasper is found here in Utah. So
Okay.
that would be the highlight of my year if I could find some kaleidoscope jasper laying on the ground. I would just be over the moon.
Yeah. We have shows like I watch on TV on where they're digging for gold and silver and certain types of stone. Um, and it's pretty fascinating. It's really fascinating on how they go and they blow up something just to find the stone, or they're picking up big boulders and they're cutting them in half. Like, and these boulders are like huge. They're not something you could pick up by hand.
Yeah.
Um, and it was like the differences between it being like a bad stone and a good stone, like and it having cracks and stuff in it. And yeah, I find it really fascinating.
Yeah, I love to see them go out and find stones on the ground because they look so much different laying there than they do when you cut and cab them. You know,
Yeah,
just you. Well, if you would, an Australian opal on the ground just looks like white quartz. You know,
yeah,
until you cut it, and then all the color comes out.
yeah,
That would be fun too to go prospecting for opals. But I know that those are usually down in the ground quite a ways.
yeah, yeah.
This guy I saw, I think it was on YouTube, invented this drill where it's like a normal well drill, but when it gets down so far, then it's got these arms that start coming out, and on the ends of the arms are um, like a ball with teeth in it. So it makes the hole bigger, and so it'll drill a hole large like this. And
Mm,
so they put that down in there, and then they just vacuum the dirt and rocks up. So nobody has to go in the hole to actually physically get the stones out of the ground. I thought, how ingenious.
yeah,
And then
yeah.
they run them through the washer and the separator and all that. But yeah, it was quite interesting.
Well, even how they do the gold, like the machines they use, like the gold's tiny. It's just tiny little specks, but they're picking up the massive amounts of dirt and putting it through this machine. Like,
Right.
um, gee, they make a mess
Yeah.
when they do it. But I just thought, wow, what for so much work, you're getting such a small amount of gold. And then they're relying on the machines. I suppose it's a lot easier now than what it would have been, many years ago when they were just shaking it through the pan. Um,
I watched this one guy. He was getting sacks of um, play sand from Home Depot, and he was
okay.
panning that sand and getting gold out of it.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. Getting a little bit of, it was just gold dust, but he was still getting gold out of these
Yeah.
sacks of sand from Home Depot. Amazing.
Yeah. Like who would think?
Yeah, I All right, Sosie, have a good day at work. Have fun. Yeah, have fun at work. That was stupid of me to say that.
I wasn't going to say anything, but I was thinking,
That was dumb. Have fun. Yeah. All right then.
because it depends what job you do. Because
That's true. I mean, I have fun at my job, but mainly it's because of you guys,
yeah,
And you guys are really my muse. It's amazing. Like Carla sent me, pictures of an earring similar to this to give me some ideas, and I thought, oh, that would be good to put together for a kit for you guys to, make your own earrings. And when I'm making stuff, the suggestions that you throw out there, it's just amazing. So, oh, there's Ella. She's back. She must have had a bit of, oh, I don't know. Let's see. This is morning, so I think she's home from work. Are you home from work, Ella? Who knows? I can't keep track of your time zones.
yeah, it does my head in too.
You know. Oh, that's right. You're home this week because you were ill. Yeah. But she's feeling better, so that's good.
Yeah, that's great news.
Okay, you missed Anything is Possible and Sosie, and I'm not sure who else.
Good morning, anything is possible, and so see too. Good morning, anything is possible, and so see too. If I missed you, just put something in the chat and I'll sing. I'll sing if you want.
There you go.
I hadn't talked to my brother. Haven't talked to my brother in over 2 weeks. That was my brother.
Oh, okay.
Had to get all the family gossip.
All the down low, huh?
Yeah, all the family gossip. Our crazy sister, who we like to say, which she has mental illness. So technically she is kind of crazy, but we call her the crazy sister. She called her and my brother are they're less than 11 months apart. So her birthday's in April, my brother's birthday's in May. She'll turn the same age as my brother, and then he gets a year older. Well, she called him the other day. It wasn't the right month or the right day of the month to wish him a happy birthday, to sing happy birthday to him. I'm like, what the heck?
It sounds like something I would do.
Of all the siblings, the one that you're the closest in age to, it seems like you would know.
Yeah. I don't know. Okay, Ella, I will. Yeah.
Yeah, I was really glad to hear. I think that was yesterday that Ella said she was feeling like she was on the upswing, feeling a little bit better. That was good to hear.
Oh, okay.
That's interesting.
Yeah. And I look at other people's jewelry and then I'll kind of glean a bit from this person and that. I may like something that they're doing, over here, and somebody else's, I like that line, or, like what they did, that feather or something. And so I'll either sketch it out or try and make a mental note of it.
Yep.
Uh,
Oh, Ella said today is worse because of her asthma with the weather. I'm
Mm.
sorry, Ella.
yeah,
I get asthma. It's not fun.
no,
She had that last week, Thursday, that she got sick. And then she said the doctor said she should feel better by Monday, and she was worse.
yeah. They're still practicing medicine.
Yeah, for sure.
Just because they're doctors, they don't know everything.
That's true. That is so true. That's why you got to check them out, like Sandy with the eye surgeon. You gotta do your homework a little bit sometimes on some of these docs. You can't just trust that they know what the heck they're doing.
Yeah.
Hi, Thelma.
Good morning to Thelma. Good morning to you. Good morning to Thelma. Good morning to you. Aw, headache today. I'll put you on my prayer list, Thelma.
Yeah. And guys, keep Darlene in your prayers. And
Yeah, definitely. I'm not really sure. I know she's been sore the last couple of days, but she's also been, her heart has been aching very much so for her daughter this week.
yeah,
Yeah. That nearly made me cry when I watched that
Yeah.
video.
yeah, and it's difficult to let go of a loved one and let God,
Mhm.
Yeah.
do
Very
His.
much so, especially one of your kids that you're used to fixing things for them their whole lives, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, yeah, as a parent, you want to be a protector and a guardian,
And to have to say, no, you can't stay here.
Yeah. Yeah. I had to do that to my brother, which was one of the hardest things I've ever had to do. He not long got out of prison in September, and he came over, and he was just his behavior was not good for my kids,
Yeah.
and I couldn't do it myself, so I had to get my husband to do it.
Mhm.
But as much as I knew I was protecting my family, I still felt that
Mhm.
heartbreak. And look, it's a long story. He hasn't had an easy life, but you do reach a certain stage in life where you have to make right choices.
Yep.
Yeah, but that was hard.
Good morning to John. Good morning to you. Good morning to John. Good morning to you.
Absolutely, John. We are here to please.
Mhm.
Yep. Yeah, and keep Tracy on your prayer list too, guys, because I know she's hurting and she hasn't slept in a couple of nights. So, hold her
Got to
up.
get some sleep eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
I
pain
need
will go
sleep.
down if I could just get a decent night's sleep, but I can't get a decent night's sleep because my pain is high. So what do you do?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sleep deprivation is the worst, and it makes everything else worse as well.
Mhm.
We do the best we can with what we've got,
That's
Yeah.
right.
and I think that's probably why we have the people come and watch us that we do, is that everybody is broken
In some way.
form or fashion, and so they don't feel judged or out of place or anything here, because we all got problems.
We all have issues in one way or another.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was really disappointed. I watched Station 19 last night, and the chief on Station 19 has RSD, which is the same nerve disease that I have. And they showed him overdosing and needing a dose of Narcan. And every time you see somebody portrayed in the media, in television or movies, that have the same disease I do, they always show them as a drug addict, or they have to go to rehab, or they overdose, or it's like they never have somebody with RSD that just plugs along, you know?
Yeah. That's not good. But you know,
No.
it's the sensational that sells.
Right?
So the person that's
Yeah.
wrong, there's no sensation to that. So that's not interesting.
Right. Well, that's the same thing that House had on the House show. Dr. House, you know, he had RSD also.
Um,
And he was having all kinds of issues with opioid addiction and stuff. And it's like, why do they always have to do that?
Tracy, I think it's
Who says does nerve?
Lady asks, does nerve damage heal?
What I have will never, there is no cure and no way to fix it. Some nerves will regenerate in your body, but what I have is basically a spinal cord issue, and it will never heal. Your spine unfortunately doesn't regenerate nerves.
Now, is it getting worse or is it staying the same? What's the prognosis?
It will. The prognosis is that it will get worse with time as I age.
Mm-hmm.
They expect that I will be in a wheelchair at some point in my life.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to say that I've held my own for the last probably 10 years.
Wow.
You know, where I'm not any worse off. I have a rougher time in the winter than in the summer, but with the summer and with the treatments that I get at the pain clinic, I think I've been able to hold my own for the last about 10 years. Mm-hmm. So to me, that's promising. I mean, I'm 56. It's not like I'm 20 anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, so, and some additional aches and pains as you get older is just life, you know?
Yeah. Once you hit a certain age and you just don't heal as quick as what you do when you were younger.
Right. I mean, you never know, but I can't expect or hope for anything better than where I'm at right now, because I have been worse than this before I was diagnosed, and I was diagnosed in 1998. And I have definitely, like I said, got to a point where the treatment was at a certain level that I was able to hold my own. I've been able to hold my own for a while, and that's positive to me. That's good. That's great to me.
Yeah.
Do they know what causes it? Do they know what causes it?
It's an autoimmune issue, and it typically comes from a relatively minor injury, which mine came from a trip and fall accident, where I didn't break any bones, but developed this issue with my nerve, with the sympathetic nerve branch.
Yeah.
Thank you, Amanda. I appreciate that. But my gray hair would definitely say I'm 56 underneath my hat. Some days I don't feel like I should be this old. Some days I feel like I'm 156.
I know what you mean with that one. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I was going to say I'm only 43, and I know what you mean with that one too.
Yeah. Sometimes I think, how did I get this old? And then other days I'm like, wow, I really feel like triple my age.
Yeah.
But, you know, my faith has definitely got me in a place that I am now where, oh, thanks, Michelle. You have a great day too. Is that I know that every single day when I get up, I'm going to have some pain. And as long as I can keep it in the around 6-ish out of 10 range, I'm good. But lately this week, I've been pushing like 8, 7, 8, 9, depending. At night, it's always worse than during the day, which doesn't help with the sleep situation.
And
I
if
mean, I
you
think that's just from being up and around during the day, that it's always, the pain is worse at night.
and if you had a nap during the day, does that put you off at night?
Yeah. If I nap during the day, typically that pretty much guarantees I won't sleep very well at night. If I sleep some during the day. Now, this morning I dozed off sitting there on the couch. Now, if I go to sleep and nap early, like I did today, early, then better than if I napped later in the day. Like if I took a nap in the afternoon, there would be no sleeping for me at all.
Yeah. Carpal tunnel. Yeah, I have carpal tunnel. That's not
I
fun.
had carpal tunnel. I had
Had it
carpal tunnel surgery on both of my hands at one point in time.
I've been avoiding mine because I don't want to be out of action. Because I want to do both hands at once.
I did mine 2 hands 2 weeks apart. They did one, and then 2 weeks later did the other one. So I was kind of out of commission, and I had a toddler, and it was not a lot of fun. But
yeah, I think my biggest issue is that because I run a farm, well, more a homestead than a farm. My oldest daughter and my son-in-law would take over, but I don't like to put them out. And my dad, who's 69, would try and do it, and he's not capable.
right.
Like, when I went to Phillip Island for a weekend for a family camp, he said he'd feed the animals, and like goats aren't the most gentlest animals, and one of them bolted him over. He's got bad knees. He tries, but he's going to hurt himself.
Yeah.
I had carpal tunnel in both hands when I was had a tile subcontracting business, and once I quit setting tile, it pretty much went away.
Yeah.
I was lucky, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, I would just wake up at night screaming.
It
hurt so bad.
I think the thing that's for us, I find, is when I wake up in the morning, I can't feel my hands. So I've got to lay there for like 5 minutes and sort of wait until, like, even trying to move them just doesn't work. And the pins and needles that can go down into your fingers and your whole wrist. I've got to stop and just get the surgery done. But I think I will probably go one hand, maybe, and then maybe 3 months later the other, just so I can still do some things.
Yeah.
Hi,
Good
Ruth.
morning to Ruth. Good morning to you. Good morning to Ruth. Good morning to you. Yeah, it's difficult. It's definitely, the doctor, actually this last time I got an injection, gave me a brochure about a procedure that would stretch scar tissue in my spine, and told me to Google it and do some research and think about it, that it's a procedure he thinks could help me get my injections to last longer, the relief I get from my injections to last longer. But the number one side effect is paralysis. If the potential for paralysis. So that scares me. So I don't know if I'm ready to do that or not.
Did you find the surgery helped?
Well, like, I don't know. I've had like spinal cord stimulators, which is why he thinks I have a buildup of scar tissue back there. And they were much more helpful in the early days after getting them implanted than they are now years later. I think your body kind of gets used to, just like with the medication. I think your body gets used to some of that stuff,
Yeah.
adapts to the way it feels, and it overcomes that relief.
Yeah,
The surgery from my carpal tunnel did help a lot.
I've heard both on the carpal tunnel surgery that some people it really helps, and other people they wish they had never had it.
Yeah, it did help. Yeah, I had that horrible at night shoulder pain with my carpal tunnel, and that has gone completely away after I had the surgery. But yeah, so I would say in my case, I definitely was glad that I did.
One of my friends, he was a guitar player, and it made it really hard for him to play guitar, and he was wearing braces on both hands, and he ended up getting the surgery. And I only just thought about it then. I haven't actually asked him anything after the surgery, but he doesn't wear the braces anymore, and he plays the guitar very well. So I'm assuming it helped him.
Anything is possible, Denise. Ask if you have a question about your situation. Ask. What we're here for.
That's what this is about here. You know.
Chatting with each other about our situation and life. And
did you tell Tracy what you're going to name one of the puppies?
Oh, I'm going to name one of the puppies Chickapoo, Chickapoo, Chickapoo.
I love it. I love it.
And I can't just say Chickapoo. I have to do the whole thing. Because I just love saying that name. So I asked her if I could name one of the puppies Chickapoo or Lady Chickapoo. I'm not sure which, but I just love that name.
I love it. I love it.
I think I'm going to go visit the little girl's room.
All righty.
That's acceptable.
And make myself a cuppa, so I'll be back in a minute.
All right.
Watching you drink your coffee makes me go, coffee. I'll be back soon.
All righty.
Kim Cree. Yeah, see, that was my issue, Kim Cree, was I would wake up in the middle of the night with my shoulders hurting so bad from that carpal tunnel.
You just want to scream, and there's no, what position do you put your hands in to get relief? There's just nothing. Oh, it was horrible.
Did you see what Lady Chickapoo said? She said when they asked her at the vet her name, I said Lady because I couldn't say Chickapoo with a straight face.
Oh, I know I ruin people, don't I? Nobody will ever be able to go into the jewelry store and look at opals anymore.
No, because the ones you have had lately just are so full of fire and so beautiful. Yeah. Denise, anything is possible. Denise, she said, do you think the pins and pieces of broken rod could move around from the leg and hip exercises she's doing to build muscle in preparing for her surgery that she knows is coming? I think they could.
Yeah, I mean,
depends on if they're loose from the bone or not.
I have rods and screws in my lower back, and they said that the screws could actually work themselves back out. Fortunately, mine have not, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that they can.
I'm pretty sure they can. I had a screw in my foot that worked itself out, and I had to have it removed because it was starting to irritate the skin on my foot. It was trying to push through the skin. Yeah, I would think. And I've had a spinal cord stimulator lead that was in my spine that was not completely scarred in and moved on me one time too. So I would think that it could.
Yeah, my theory on that kind of stuff in your body, if it can go wrong, it will go wrong. Just
if it gets loose, I think your body sees it as foreign
Yeah.
material, which it is, and tries to expel it. You know, that's my opinion, and totally uneducated medically opinion.
No, I think that that's true. Is that it's a foreign body floating around, and your body wants to push it out.
Exactly.
So I don't know. Is Vanessa still in here? She's a nurse. She would probably
She would
know.
have a better education than
Yeah.
our. Aw,
Ruth.
you're funny, Ruth.
I will be glad when I get over this in 3 or 4 weeks and get glasses that
Yeah.
actually see.
You could be, I think, Denise. I think that, I mean, if you're having more pain since you've been doing the exercises, and it's not just normal, I worked my muscle a little too hard soreness, I would certainly not continue with that same exercise. That would be my opinion. But you would have to check with your doctor on that for sure.
Yeah, I would definitely check with your orthopedist
Mm-hmm.
and say, the exercises are causing me pain, and maybe just grab an x-ray, and see what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Better safe than sorry.
Definitely.
Okay. Well, we'll keep her in our prayers too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pool therapy is really great because you don't put a strain on your joints and that. So
Exactly. That was, I found, the best, the most effective, less painful, least painful physical therapy I ever had was pool therapy.
yeah, and it was the most effective also.
Mm-hmm. I think I regained the most strength when I was in the pool.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, talk to him and see.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Because we're just lay people who've been through a lot.
Yeah. I mean, collectively, the people in this room,
Mm-hmm.
wow. The experience in this room is incredible. So
Mm-hmm.
it is 9 o'clock. We've been on for almost 2 hours. And I
You
think,
ready to take a break?
yeah, I think I'm going to go fix myself some breakfast.
All right.
And this is Friday, so it's auction day.
True.
So I will be coming on a little bit later and making something for the auction.
All right.
I'm not sure what, but I may cut some more of that uh, jasper and see if we can
Mm.
find a nice piece of that and do something with. Or I know you guys like these black opals that I got, so maybe we'll make another piece with the black opals. We'll do something, or we'll cut one
All
of
right.
the opals that I brought back from Tucson or something.
All right. Sounds good.
Joan to cut some opals, so we may have to do that just to get my self satisfied with the
All
opals.
right.
again.
Sounds good.
Hey, hey. Stop it. There's nobody there. Good gosh.
All right, Sandy. We will probably see you later then. Love you all, everybody.
All right, guys. Thank you very much for coming in and hanging out with us.
Thanks for starting up the show.
You betcha.
Love you.
Love you. See you later.
All right.